good shot at Alan LaForce. Seeing his team in the record books. Jerry Pelfrey makes the first. It's a 13-point game.
Don't be surprised to see some full court pressure with about 50 seconds left from now by App State.
Giselle Silvers comes in for Pelfrey, who makes two. It's a 90-76 ball game. 3:39 to go.
Now App State has to make sure they don't trade baskets right now with East Tennessee because they got a big deficit to overcome.
Ed Ward drops to Sabeto. Billy Ross, they look for that three. They can't find one.
East Tennessee now falling back into a 2-3 zone, shading the shooters.
Powers misses. Keith Jennings comes out of there with a rebound, which reminding myself that we have to mention he came only one assist away from having a triple-double in this game last night. He had 9 rebounds in the first half against UTC, finished with 21 points, 10 rebounds, and 9 assists.
Such a gifted player, and take a look at this play by Sabeto trying to step in front of Jennings. Nice play by Jennings, not going for the foul, giving up the 2. Smart play by Jennings.
Sabeto missed the layup, and Keith Jennings did nothing more than just be there.
Jennings saying, hey, guy, I caught a break that time. Very uncharacteristic of Jennings right here, catching the ball, trying to make a move. One of the things you need to do and need to make sure is that you catch the ball first before you go into a move, and watch how Jennings catches a break right here. Sabeto missing the layup, missing the snowbird. Jennings going up for the rebound. Sabeto with the foul. And for all you kids out there watching, anytime you catch the ball going into a move, catch it first, get your feet set, then go into your move. Don't go into it right off the pass.
Keith Jennings misses the first free throw. He gets another. He has unofficially 26 points tonight.
Jennings,
28.
Jennings an 89% free throw shooter.
We talked about the 9 rebounds he had in that first game. That's despite the fact he's only 5'7". That's a lot of hustle.
Now, we're not going to pump up the fact and say that those 9 rebounds were over the rim. We're not going to say that.
Just simply hustle, like we talked about.
That's right. That's right. He's great, but he's not Superman.
A steal, Rodney English to Keith Jennings, and East Tennessee State methodically trying to put this one away. I think the only thing in suspense now for East Tennessee is how high a seed they're going to get in the NCAA tournament when the pairings are announced 1 week from today.
And what makes them so difficult to play against is that they are really a small team. Teams defensively have a tough time with them because they don't know how to play them, and they run this motion offense, which is what they're doing right now. Shows a lot of patience. They become very hard to guard because they're so quick, and they create isolations and mismatches with this.
Jennings pulls up, rip, a 2 for Keith Jennings. 29 for Keith Jennings.
And you see what they did right there. They worked the ball around, used the clock. The defense fell asleep. Jenny pulled it for the 2 points.
Spurlock misses the 3. West with a rebound. The victory cake is in the oven for the Buccaneers.
And here comes the crowd. They know they're going to go into this motion offense again and get a bucket. They can just feel it. Jennings going into the penetration.
Out of bounds, Buccaneer ball.
93 points on the board for East Tennessee. They could be closing in on a new tournament record for the most points. They're averaging over 100 in their first 2 ball games.
I talked to my buddy who's an assistant coach at VMI, Pete Strickland, who I think is one of the top coaches in the country, is assistant coach at VMI, bound to be a head coach very soon. I think he was mentioning just how patient East Tennessee is on offense. He's seen this team play. They're so dangerous because they have so many weapons, and VMI has seen it all year.
The crowd in unison, yelling three-peat. 3 consecutive tournament championships. The last time that was done, UT Chattanooga did it, 81, 82, and 83.
Pelfrey had a layup right there. It was a wide open layup on the left side. Instead, he should have just went up and dunked that ball. He said he looked for his buddy Rodney English. And Rodney English is giving him 5 right there, but I think he should have went up with it.
That's his second personal foul.
Rodney English will be at the line. Checking in now for Appalachian State will be Spencer Click, number 23, as the bench is clear. Pelfrey will sit down. Power sits down, and he's played awfully well.
Really worked hard underneath the boards. Did a nice job sealing guys down low, keeping the ball alive. He's coming back next year to the delight of Coach Tom Apke.
English misses the first shot. It's kind of immaterial now, 93-76. We talk about the players Appalachian State gets back. They get back some nice players, just about everybody, including their point guard, Rodney Peel, who got a medical red shirt. He'll be back. He's on the bench. East Tennessee State returns a lot of folks, too, so they're going to probably be picked to win this thing again next year.
Both of these teams are going to be very strong in the conference next year. And you mentioned Rodney Peel, and supposedly Rodney Peel, and there's a long NBA three-point shot by Ed Ward, but supposedly Rodney Peel was one of the only few guys in this conference that can do a job on Keith Jennings.
Under a minute left. 94-79. Major Gear will check in. English. There's the foul. Billy Ross guilty. Second foul on Ross. Gear will check in, and he comes in for Keith Jennings.
Now, we talked about the type of player that Jennings is. Look at the awareness. He knew he was falling down, still able to keep his body in control, throw the ball off the glass real soft. Now watch this, go the full length of the floor, split two guys, leave his feet, convert to two, and there's Mr. Jennings coming out of the game to the hugs of his coaching staff. The fans love him here. You got to love this kid when you see him play. He's the type of kid you want to take him home with you because he's so friendly, he's very charming, and what a super player.
Even the Appalachian State fans on their feet, some of them cheering Keith Jennings. Mr. He got that nickname as a youngster when his father, he couldn't get him off the playground at football practice, and he said, "Mister, you better come here," and it stuck.
And I think he left the playground when he heard that mister.
He sure did. East Tennessee just set a tournament record for most points scored in a three-game tournament.
Well, the tempo in this game, all game, Randy, the arrow was pointing to East Tennessee State. They just wore them down eventually, and as you can see, the last 5 minutes, it took its toll on Appalachian State.
Ed Ward misses the three. 40 seconds left. East Tennessee State in control and on their way to the NCAA tournament for the third year in a row. Silvers got the roll. 98-79.
Randy, I was really trying to work on not saying Appalachian State, but Appalachian State. It's kind of like pecan and pecan, and I really worked on it all day today. That was my first screw-up.
Lauren Riddick, number 23, will check in. Eric Palmer, number 5, comes in for ETSU.
And it's showtime right now for East Tennessee State.
Nice hands for Gear and West, the other seniors. They've made a lot of history in Johnson City. Buccaneers gunning for the 100 mark. Palmer. Touched last by App State with 9 seconds left on the clock.
And the fans are on their feet right now, applauding the play of East Tennessee State. And now you see the super subs from East Tennessee State. There's the heir apparent to Eric Palmer. Real happy about that shot, kicking it in for 3.
101-82. That's going to be your final score. The exclamation point on another tremendous tournament championship by East Tennessee State University. Alan LaForce's team has just won their school record 28th victory. Now